What an aura. What a magnanimous entry. Students, thank you so much. Thanks for showing your love. Ma'am, thank you so much. I'm just out of words. I'll hand over the mic to our students. They will take over.
Good afternoon, everyone. I am Karna from grade 7 and I am really excited to be here. We are all gathered here for a special occasion to meet the author, Padma Shri Srimati Sudha Murthy, along with her sister and grandchildren, to launch her new book, The Magic of the Lost World. It is also Padma Shri Srimati Sudha Murthy ma'am, along with her daughter and grandchildren, to launch her new book, The Magic of the Lost World. It is also a coincidence that we are celebrating our reading week. Now, we would like to start this session with an invocation song by the students of grades 3 and 4.
ಗಜಮುಖನೇ ನೀ ನಮ್ಮ ಗೆಲುವಾಗಿ ಬಾ ಬಾಳಲ್ಲಿ ಬಂದಾಗಿ ಬಾ ನಮ್ಮ ಜೊತೆಯಾಗಿ ಕ್ಷಣ ಕ್ಷಣವು ನಮಗಾಗಿ ನೆರವಾಗು ಬೆಳಕಾಗಿ ಬಾಳಲ್ಲಿ ಬಂದಾಗಿ ಬಾ ನಮ್ಮ ಜೊತೆಯಾಗಿ ಕ್ಷಣ ಕ್ಷಣವು ನಮಗಾಗಿ ನೆರವಾಗು ಬೆಳಕಾಗಿ ದಯೆ ಇರಲಿ ನಮ್ಮಲ್ಲಿ ಗತಿ ನೀನೆ ಆದಿಯಲ್ಲಿ ನೀ ನಮ್ಮ ಗೆಲುವಾಗಿ ಬಾ ಗಜಮುಖನೇ ನೀ ನಮ್ಮ ಗೆಲುವಾಗಿ ಬಾ ನೀ ನಮ್ಮ ಗೆಲುವಾಗಿ ಬಾ ಗಜಮುಖನೇ ನೀ ನಮ್ಮ ಗೆಲುವಾಗಿ ಬಾ ನೀ ನಮ್ಮ ಗೆಲುವಾಗಿ ಬಾ ಗಜಮುಖನೇ ನೀ ನಮ್ಮ ಗೆಲುವಾಗಿ ಬಾ.
Thank you. Now, I would like to call Shrish from grade 5 who will welcome you all to this long-awaited session.
Today is a very special day as we welcome a special guest to our school, Srimati Sudha Murthy. She is a well-known and respected person in our country and it is an honor to have her here with us today. Srimati Sudha Murthy is a philanthropist, social worker and an author. She has dedicated her life to making the world a better place and has worked tirelessly to help others. Her kindness and generosity are an inspiration to us all. In this world, there are many people who are successful and have used their success to achieve many great things. But there are also those who have used their success to make a difference in the world. Srimati Sudha Murthy is one of those people. She has also written numerous books in the world. But Srimati Sudha Murthy's story is not just about her accomplishments. It is also about her journey and the lessons she learned along the way. She has faced many challenges and obstacles, but she has never given up. She has always persevered and continued to work towards her goals no matter what. So let us all welcome Srimati Sudha Murthy today and take a moment to appreciate her for all that she has done. Let her story inspire us to be the best that we can be and to not give up on our dreams. Thank you.
Thank you, Shrish. Now, my friends from grades 5, 6 and 7 will present a skit derived from one of Srimati Sudha Murthy's most famous books.
When Grandma opens her bag of stories, everyone gathers around. This collection of stories by best-selling author Srimati Sudha Murthy contains stories and values of life taught to her by her grandmother, Krishnaji, who was very kind and affectionate. The stories have taught us the very same values and morals of life when we read them as part of a curriculum in grade 3. These values remain with us, even today, just as they taught and bonded Madam Murthy and her cousins. Madam Murthy spent her childhood carefree and stress-free with her cousins and grandparents in Shegaon, a sleepy town in North Karnataka. The concept of the children gathering around their grandmother, eagerly waiting to hear her stories, reflects how Madam Murthy and her cousins bonded together, the bonding force being their grandmother, a very special person who was, beyond any doubt, a great storyteller. Today we are presenting one of our favorite stories from Grandma's bag of stories, before the author herself. I present to you The Unending Story.
Don't be sad. We had more fun this holiday than we've ever had before. Ajji, your stories made this holiday better than our visit to Disneyland.
During my teaching times, I always noticed that my students love listening to my lessons in the form of a story. It's a great, fun and interesting way to learn.
It's really boring to read history from a book. I'm sure we'll be able to understand it better in the form of a story.
Ajji, can you tell us one last story before we leave? Please, please, please.
If you only eat laddus and pickles, will you grow up healthy? Stories are like that. If you listen to too many, your life will become boring. Like the king who wanted to hear the unending story. This will be the last story that I tell you before you guys leave, okay? This story begins in the distant land of Mayanagar, where King Pratap Singh ruled. He was only 15 years old and still a boy at heart. And he had a special love for stories.
I want a story. That's an order.
Ministers narrated stories to him day in and day out, but the king was never satisfied. Soon, the ministers stopped getting worried. They were running out of stories, and the king was running out of patience.
They're all fools. Can't anyone tell me a good story?
My lord, I think you should focus on your royal duties.
The ministers tried convincing him to focus on his royal duties rather than wasting his time on stories. But the king was adamant. He wouldn't listen to anybody. And in this fit of rage, he announced a competition.
I announce a competition to whosoever can tell me a story that goes on and on and on until I tell him to stop. He will be rewarded with half my kingdom. Giddy. The king has announced a royal competition. Whoever can tell him a story that goes on and on until he tells them to stop, he will be rewarded with half the kingdom.
After the news of the competition got out, people started lining up outside of the king's court, one by one to tell their stories. satisfied. To him, all the stories were boring. Meanwhile, the work on the kingdom's affairs had come to a halt, and the ministers were getting worried. As they started wringing their hands, the chief minister, who was both wise and clever, finally had an idea. The next morning, a ragged-looking man walked into court. The guard sighed and let him in.
Are you here to tell my story?
Yes, I'm here for that.
The man, without introducing himself, drank a glass of water and started his story.
The story begins with a humble farmer's field who had worked very hard to produce a bumper crop of sugarcane. He sold all the sugarcane to a nearby sugar factory and made this sugar was to be sold in the market, and everyone was happy because their children would get clothes, they would be paid, their stores would get food, and their families would be happy. They decided to store the sacks of sugar in a nearby market. And well, no sooner than the sacks of sugar had been kept, a colony of ants decided to take refuge in this warehouse. The ants lined up and found small gaps and holes to get inside the sack. The first ant went in and took a sugar crystal back. The second ant went in and took another sugar crystal back. The third ant went in and took another sugar crystal back.
The story flowed on and on and on, and King Pratap found out that he dozed off. It was already evening. He asked the storyteller to come the next day to continue his story. The next morning, the man again returned and started from where it left off.
The 1371st ant went in and took a sugar crystal back. The 1372nd ant went in and took another sugar crystal.
The story again dragged on and on. Day and night passed, lunch and dinner got over. But yet nothing new happened. And King Pratap finally started losing his patience.
What kind of story is this? What about the farmer? What happened to him?
Have patience, my lord. There is still a lot to go till we reach that far. First, you have to know how all the sugar was collected by the ants.
Stop this boring story at once. I don't want to hear any more.
Okay then, you're ordering me to stop. That means that I've won the prize. Now give me half your kingdom.
The king was in a dilemma now. Yeah, he announced a competition with the prize, no doubt. But could he honestly give away half his kingdom to this crazy-looking man with his boring stories? As the king sat pondering, the man grinned even wider. He took off his ragged clothes, shook back his shaggy white hair, and rubbed the dirt from his face. And everybody was shocked. Why? This was the chief minister himself.
Don't worry, Your Majesty. I don't want half your kingdom. I just wanted to show you how you were wrong to neglect your work and listen to stories day and night. A good king is someone who will work tirelessly for the welfare of his people. Someone who will look at his own happiness only after his people are happy. That's what good kings do, you know, not just order around and enjoy yourself.
Poor Pratap was ashamed of himself. Yes, he'd been a very selfish king. And from now on, his story time was only at night, after all his royal duties were over.
I hope you all have learned many lessons and have had a wonderful time this summer vacation.
Yes, my dad, I love morals and wisdom. Thank you, Ajay. Thank you, Auntie, for those wonderful stories.
Oh, I see your hair is coming. Wow.
Indeed, it without seeing realizes that in life, one has to face the wants but focus on the needs. Isn't it something that we must apply in our lives too? This is the magic of Srimati Sudha Murthy's books. It conveys a message that connects to every common man's life. Noticing my liking towards her books, my parents have bought any book of hers whenever I noticed it in the bookstores. Personally, these books have had a huge influence in my life, and the morals or experiences the stories share lead us to several realizations. Today is truly a dream come true to have Srimati Sudha Murthy over here.
Script writing credits goes to my friend Ojaswini Ghosh of grade 7A. And prop making and stage setup credits goes to my friend Archie, Reeti and Khyati of grade 7A. Thank you very much.
Well, that was a marvelous performance. I'm sure you all enjoyed it. But now is the moment of truth. Let us not wait further and welcome Srimati Sudha Murthy on stage with a big round of applause.
Krishna and Anushka, come over here. Only two of you. I feel extremely happy. Today I want to talk about the gift of magic of the lost story. Anyone have you heard any magic of the lost story? Raise your hand. Okay, only few of you. Okay, then I can tell the story. Anushka is my granddaughter. The book is written in the name of Nooni. Nooni is Anushka's pet name, or what we call at home. And the grandmother, that's of story which you have seen the drama was written and dedicated to Krishna and so on. So these two books belong to them, not to me. And there are a set of books known as the Gopi Diary. Anyone has read Gopi Diary? My God! Gopi Diary 1, 2 and 3. Okay? This is the Gopi. This is the Gopi. So all the real characters are here in front of you. Anushka or Nooni, whom we call, is a young girl. And this is an imagination what I have written. And in real life, the Aji is me. The Aji is me. Okay? I am the Aji. Anushka goes to Somanhalli for, after COVID, she wants to be in Somanhalli for a change. And when she goes there, Adha and Aji are traveling in the Western Ghats part of Karnataka. And she asks, what is the GI tag? Gopi said, I've heard it many times. So there's a word called the GI tag, and I talk about it. So I talk about GI tag, I talk about river Tungabhadra, I talk about river Tungabhadra joining river Krishna. Most children will not know the importance of a river. I was in Dubai about a week back, and in a school where students like this, I asked them where the water comes from. They said bottle. Because in Dubai there are no rivers. Okay? The children will not know. Go please relaxing in your school and staying is a very nice place. So, you are not just a flow of water. You want to play here with our things. Any biscuit? Okay, let's talk about that. Let him know. River is not just a flow of water, it is much more than that. Because river Tungabhadra, which Tunga and Bhadra are two rivers, originate from Sahyadri Hills. Sahyadri Hills, and they flow Tunga separately, Bhadra separately, and they join in a place called Kudali, a Sangam. And from there, she becomes Tungabhadra. Then she travels towards Andhra Pradesh and joins River Krishna in Telangana. It is not just a river story. There are many things which have happened on the river. For example, the whole Vijayanagar Empire was built on river Tungabhadra. Have you heard Vijayanagar Empire? Yes. Every person should know about Vijayanagar Empire, which was a very famous empire in India, but it was on the river Tungabhadra. There is a place on the Sringeri, which is a seat of learning. It is on the river Tunga. So there are many places I go on talking the flow of river Tungabhadra and the importance of Tungabhadra, a dam and hospital. But what is the role of Noni in that? Noni is, after all, a young kid of 12, 14 years old. And she has come to a village. But Noni is really interested in a lot of things around her. Like all of you, Noni is very fond of visiting her grandparents and wants to learn a lot. There is a village, in that village there is a temple. In temple, every year there is a Ratha. You know what is Ratha? Or Teru or chariot festival. So that year, every year there is a festival. And then the festival, Ajja takes her to his friend's house by the name Ibrahim and tells him he should come and do the first puja to the Rath or the chariot. And Nuni asked, why Ajja Ibrahim Sahib should come and do? They say, this is our tradition. Since long time is going on, whenever there is a Rath Yatra or chariot festival, a Muslim family on the river Tunga should come and worship or the Teru and pull the first rope and the rope will, then the cart will move or the chariot will move. But Nuni says, why? It is very peculiar. He says, we don't know. It is happening with my grandfather, great-grandfather, his father, we really do not know. Nuni is interested to know why. Then she goes to the village accountant by the name Sheila and she go to Marappa's house. I don't want to tell the entire story, then you will not buy that book. Then Marappa tells the story behind the Rath Yatra. That is Yashoda and Krishna. There were two people who were involved in that around 400 years back. How it happens, how Yashoda suffers in life, how she becomes victorious at the end, and how gratitude is so important because there are many people who help Yashoda in her journey. And when she gets 500 acres of land, she says, no, I want to distribute it to, Mohammed, who helped me when I did not have anything. I want to help the doctor who treated me, Lakshmikant Pandit, in the Kalakna. Then she said, I want to help the person who gave me shelter in Kudali. It is just not a river story, it is a story of gratitude. A story of gratitude is very important. Children, there are many people who help us. At home, your mother helps. Actually, you will not know. Mom, I want breakfast. But she gets up 1 hour before and she makes breakfast. And you know, it's a very sunny day. Your dad goes on a scooter to work. Why? If he works hard, you can afford the fees. You can afford the luxuries in life. Your grandmother, though she is old, gets up in the morning and irons your dress. Why? Because she loves you. And your teachers, they may stay in Hoskote, they may stay in Yelahanka, which are like another city, but they travel by metro and come and teach you. Okay. Your principal, who looks after the hygiene, administration, everything in the school. So, when you graduate from the school, please remember, there are so many people, teaching, non-teaching, family people, they have helped you in life to pass your examination. Of course, your effort is there, your ambition is there, but apart from that, there are many, many people, like your mother, grandmother, your father, your cousin, your teacher, your principal, non-teaching staff, they help you so that you can have an easy sale of the classes to graduate. And when you graduate, you go to college. After college, you get a job or you start your own company. And most people do well. And all of you are going to do very well. When you do well, don't think, oh, I have done it in my life. Please remember, there are so many unsung heroes and heroines in your life that have helped you the day you are born. And you should be grateful to them. A kind word, a hug, a pat on the back, and financially put afford some small help can change the life or the mindset of the people who have helped. If you don't do that, then you are not happy. A dog like Gopi, you give a biscuit, you will not go away from this. Because a dog remembers what people have done, who has given him food. So children, today I want to tell you, when you graduate from the school, remember your school. You came like a sugar cane. You go and see the sugar cane juice shop. You came as a sugar cane. And when you pass through the rollers, you got sugar juice. Passing through rollers is a little difficult, but that's a part of life. So in your school, you meet many people. Sometimes you fight, sometimes you reconcile, sometimes you get upset and teachers will help you. You came as a raw sugar cane to the school. When you go out, you will be delicious sugar juice or sugar cane juice. For that, people work hard. I wanted to tell you that. Remember people who have worked for you. Be grateful to them. Study well, but play well. Not computer games. Not computer games. Children, if you are addicted to computer games, later part it will be very difficult for you. Very difficult for you. So, play physical games, go outside, play games, and whenever you fight, always try to reconcile each other. Because it's very difficult to get old friends later part of your life. That's a very famous thing. Old memories, old friends. And I add to that, old memories, old friends, old students are precious and rare. So, build a good friendship when you are in school. Do your studies seriously. Don't compete with the neighbors. Don't compete with anyone. Compete with yourself. How I was last year, this year am I better? How I was last semester exams, how did I do? Am I better this semester? Compete with yourself. Play well and be happy in life. Be grateful to teachers. Be grateful to everyone whosoever helps you. I always say, whatever I have learned today, because I had great teachers. I remember them and bow them. I tell them because of them, I could do so well. I also appreciate my both parents. In those days, I joined engineering college in 1968. There were no girls at all in engineering college. I was the only girl. But my parents said, let her study. If my father and mother would not have thought of sending me to engineering, I would not. Today, Invocation would not have been there. Because it was a great help to Narayana Murthy, because I was an engineer. Please remember, remembering good things in life is always a source of inspiration. I had a great teacher by the name of Vernaker. He was a mathematics teacher. And he said to me, Sudha, tie your hands at the back. And that means I should not use pen. Then give it the riders, geometry riders on the notice board, on the board. He said, you solve it. I used to get so upset. I used to tell him, sir, please allow me to use the pencil and the paper. He said, no, I am not allowed. I used to get upset with my teacher. Why he does that? And he never used to tell others, only me. I used to get upset. And I used to solve, and I learned by that method you have to keep everything in your memory, not on the paper sheet. So when I graduated from school, I asked him, sir, tell me, why did you do that to me? Keeping my hand at the back. He said, because I realized your potential. You are capable of doing that. So I encouraged you. When I was a young girl, of your age, 8, 10 years old, my mother was a school teacher and she used to take us out in a weekend somewhere, a park, a temple, somewhere. And then when I come back, she would tell me, write 25 lines, what you have seen today. And I was a foodie. Today I'm a foodie. I said, tomorrow I will do it. She will tell me, then you will get your dinner tomorrow. And I really get upset with my mother. But I wanted to eat, so I write 25 lines. So every weekend she would take me somewhere and then tell me to write. I used to think, why every weekend I should do this one? I wish we will not go anywhere. So one weekend we didn't go. Then she told me, oh, it's raining, write about rains. Okay. If you have a mother and a teacher, it's hard. So the teacher is a school teacher at home. And it continued for 1 year, 1.5 years, and later she did not tell me. I started writing on my own. I must have been a 10 years old girl of your age. Today, if I'm an author and if you like my books, it's all the credit should go to my mother, who made me to write in a young age because she realized my potential. She realized that I had the habit of expression of words. She said, this lazy girl will not do. Let me put her a condition, no dinner, and I will write. So children, when your parents say, no dinner, you do that, you should understand you have a potential, you are not understood. When your teacher says, look, unless you do this, you can't go home, please remember, you have some potential, you are not understood, but your teacher is understood. So consider this as a temple, enjoy your stay, and read a lot. When you are up to 14 at least, you should read. After that, I don't have control to tell you whether you go for a phone or an iPad or anything. But continue to read at least up to the age of 14. Books are never failed. Thank you very much for giving me a chance to talk to youngsters. It gives me a tremendous opportunity. Now, may I ask students to ask questions? You should be clear. One question. Question. Yes, better. Anyone? Start. I always consider this the smarter than
We have a few students who are present already who have prepared their questions.
Fine.
I just follow up your names and
No problem. Let them. You have to tell me who want it or not. Because I don't want leadership to be so long.
Sure. Thank you so much. The first question would be by Isha. She's from grade 7.
Where are you, Isha? Girls are very smart. Look at that. Boys, you are talking to them. And be important to them. Yes. Whose story is most connected to whom? Me or to you? To me. All stories are connected to me. because I grew up in a village where there was no electricity. The only entertainment was reading and helping my grandmother. My grandmother was Krishna, so he was so I used to help my auntie, and now in a cooking world, and she will entertain me. So those stories with modification, what I like the best is very difficult to say. For example, this round. For example, if you ask your mother, how many siblings do you have? You have a sister or I'm an only child. Oh, I can't do that. If you have one more sibling, if you have one more sibling, then you ask your mother, which child is very dear to you? Same thing for me, I'm an author. All stories are my own children. So I like all of them. However, I like the king and the clothes. The king who wanted a fancy clothes, and you know how at the end he was wearing his clothes and tried to keep it naked. That I like a lot. As a kid. Or coconut burfi, I don't know whether you have this. Or coconut burfi that there was which I like. Or
Grandparents got the stories, no offense, Michelle. Hi,
fine. Okay.
Next would be by Dipanshu, grade 8.
Let me see your face.
Ma'am, I wanted to know what advice would you give to children who are trying to write stories at home?
What I read, I read vegetables, would like to write novels, and taking becoming an author. Yes, number one, listen. Number one, they should read a lot. They should read a lot. Don't get a hurry to publish your book. Read a lot, observe a lot. Number two, observe a lot. You like take a blotting paper or sponge and put it on water. It absorbs all the water. Similarly, wherever you go, you look at the environment, you look at the tree, flowers, nature, going rivers, everything is to observe. Number three, whenever you feel like writing, write it. But don't go on focusing on language. There are exceptions people are there, but normally I used to write and keep it for years together. So when you grow, you feel I can improve. I can improve. So when you have certain maturity, then you focus. Before that, don't be angry.
So one of our most favorite books, Nana's Bag of Stories, conveys the love and warmth grandparents have for their grandchildren. So can you recall a fond memory you had with your children?
I was my grandmother.
Yes, ma'am.
I had two grandmothers. I was very lucky to have two grandmothers. One on the father's side and one on the mother's side. I learned a lot from both of them. And I was very close. I was very close to them. So every evening, there was no electricity. It was 6:30. All the work was a lot of dinner to over. Then I used to sit with my mother's mother, whom I called Owa. And Owa used to tell me the story. So she would tell stories from mythology. And many things. If you read one of my books, because I don't remember where I read it. Right, when I read the story. Where I asked my grandmother, somebody comes to our house and will do the best. Why should we do the best? She told me, better please remember. She never went to school, so there's a book on her, how I taught my grandmother to read. So it's a real story, they are not imaginary. So my grandmother told me, you should consider a guest like a god. You should give the best to them. And then they said, you should give the best to the god so that I can get good marks. She said, no, you should give the best things to those people who come to our house. That's what I said, which my father's mother, I call her she was a very courageous lady. Okay? And once actually she faced with you and you were scared of her. Okay? So I asked that Aji, you have only 10 children, she had 10 children. But everyone used to tell me, oh, she was Aji had 100 children. How come you have 100 children? Where have you done Mandahati, like Duryodhana's mother, 100 children. She said, no, Beta, how many children are born out of you is not important. How many people you help in life is very important. I have 100 people in this village, so I am called mother of this. So I learned from my father's mother, you should be courageous and you should help people. My mother's mother, you should be kind to people and help them. So until my grandmother died, I used to help her a lot and extremely obedient to her because I always felt she has a lot of experience which I don't have when I must learn. Yeah, thank you.
Hello, ma'am. So failure is the stepping stone to success. Was your first book as successful as your latest book?
Really a very difficult question. In Kannada or in English?
Ma'am, anything is fine.
Kannada was difficult to start with because I was not a literature student, I was basically an engineer. And it was about 40 years back, or 43 years back. So that the publishers were not there. And India did not have kind of money to buy. So it took some time for me. Not failure, but it was slow moving. I can put it in that way, slow moving. But English, the very first book was success because I put them as columns in the paper. See, when a book has to be successful, there are many factors are there. Number one, your style should be very easy to understand. Okay? Second thing, it should contain some message. I sat there and I saw a bird, nobody will read. There should be some message. Number three, people should relate to that. Then only it becomes successful. Like for example, grandma's pack of stories, which are dedicated to Krishna, have sold 5 lakhs copies and broken the record in India in children's books. The reason is not the number of 5 lakhs copies in a body. Because every child is related to grandmother. Every child is related that spending time with the study, going to some place. People relate. Okay? For example, the Magic of Lost Temple. Noodles Book Part 1 has sold 2 lakhs copies. Okay? The children's novel. In olden days, in Indian society, if you go to English medium school, then if you want to do the children's novel, then they would be only against writers. Because there was no English writers in India for children. And again, that will say 5 of them famous 5, they went for research, they went for case. India, we don't have stories of particular. We don't know. So we wanted a novel which will relate to them. And that is the reason my books are successful because children relate to my story. But when you are successful, you should not feel, oh, I am the leader. Because it's too shallow. And for some time, you will be successful. You have some shelf life. So I write because I enjoy writing. If they are successful, I am happy. If they are not successful, it's okay. What else is there? Or where I have gone wrong, I won't improve. But I don't write for success. I write because I enjoy. All budding authors, you must write because you like to express your emotions in words. You should write for that. Not that I should become #1 bestseller. When you aim like that, you don't become. When you aim to write a good quality with a proper paragraph and with a proper message, then you will. Thank you.
Hello. If you had a chance to collaborate with any author of your choice, who would you choose and why?
Number one, I don't like to collaborate. I have my own style. Why should I? So, I will not collaborate. You know, however small or however big I am, I like to run my own marathon on my own legs. No collaboration. No problem. chance to watch it, they will get a chance, but they won't get a chance. So you think,
Good evening, good morning, good afternoon.
no, it's okay.
What are the basic, according to you, what are the basic values and principles that you have to,
Don't get scared, be determined, that's no problem.
that has to be inculcated among the children at this age?
Sharing. I repeated it in my grandchildren also. Sharing means caring. It is not a selfishness. I want the best. I should have the best. And I want to know. I want the patient to know. Share with others. Adjust the situation. Today you are in a place where things are very good. Tomorrow you go to somebody who makes you work. Okay, they may not have nothing to do, but you are adjusting. It is not the intelligent person who succeeds. It is not the first time people succeed. No. It is not beautiful people success. It is not true. It is not the rich people who success. It is not true. People who adjust in life, people who adjust circumstances, they will become successful. Wherever they go, they must adjust depending on the circumstances. Okay? So, please remember, because you are only one child or two children at home, when you go out of the house, never have it in mind. What is available in the house, you must adjust. And whatever you have, you should share. Otherwise, you grow up with a selfish person. And selfish person will never be happy. If you want to be happy in life, share as much as possible.
Thank you, ma'am.
What are your thoughts on the ideal way of teaching children?
I want a teacher to pick me up. Dear teacher, I'm also a teacher, but I taught in the college. Teaching in college is very easy. They're all grown up. So I said, okay, this is the portion, this is what I teach. However, this is yours. But you can't tell this is yours to them. Teachers have a lot of difficulties nowadays compared to my time. In my time, teachers, once I was telling my father, my teacher scolded me. My father said, you must have done something wrong. I want to tell your teacher, go and not only scold you, put you out of the class. You did not even come to the class. Today, suppose your teacher scolds you, tomorrow your parents will come. Why would I happened to my child? Why he got out of 50, he got 47, he should have got 47.5. My parents never bothered. You got 47, fine. Okay, play, go outside and play. Never said you should maximize your mark. I never had that pressure. Today you are under tremendous pressure because you have to get 100 out of 100. That's correct. To be successful in life, you should have cool mind, accepting the reality, competing with yourself, not comparing with yourself. So, for a teacher, when you are brought up in a single room for you, or 2 rooms for you and 1 room for parents, some children have that. They have the best in their house, parents suffer at that. And when you come to the school, then all are equal, you can't take it. They say, no, I want to. And everybody wants to take 100 out of 100. But everybody cannot also take interest. For example, you put me in the kitchen, cooking class, I get 0 marks. Because that's not my strength. You put me in music class, I get 10 marks out of 100. Okay? So that's not my strength. Somebody is good in cooking, somebody is good in drawing, somebody is good in music, somebody is good in math. Like, you go to the garden, you see so many flowers. Something is red, something is blue, something is white, it's different shade. Each one is beautiful. So every child is beautiful. It's own plus own mind. So the ideal way is for the teacher very hard to adjust to each child and to be grateful if the parents don't do it. They can, children can do better, teachers can do better. That's what I sincerely believe.
Thank you, ma'am.
What on teachers can I want? Because it's my better than teachers.
One question.
One question from teachers.
Sure,
I must respect. You know, I want to tell you, when I was a young girl,
Preeti ma'am.
no man, you can talk, I can hear, I'm a teacher. I can hear from everywhere.
How do you handle success at this point in time?
please sit down, ma'am. I always believe Buddha's words, what exists is perishing. What success you see is never permanent. This too shall pass. What is that simple question which makes, there is one answer which makes happy person sad and sad person happy. This too shall pass. If you are on the peak of success, you tell this too shall pass, that person will feel sad. If you are in a difficult position, you say this too shall pass, the person will be happy. So I always remember nothing is permanent. What exists is perishing. What I enjoy, I do. I am never after money or success. I enjoy my work. I enjoy helping. I am helping people. I am independent of myself. Outside success. Okay? I want to say, her man used to tell me, I am a teacher, next time bring something that I may talk. Please tell me when after that talk. Children have to go home. When I was a young girl of Anushka's age, I was sitting with my grandfather, who was a school teacher. In our family, everybody was my sister, Dr. Prina Kulkarni, she was a professor in the medical college. You know, kind of a teacher. So, many people used to come and say in my village, Masterji, Namaste, good evening. I asked the man, you're not a rich man, you're not a powerful man. Why everybody in the village would say, good evening, sir? He told me a beautiful sloka in Sanskrit. Narajam, Nananam, Nananam, Nayavana. You are not your physical body, not your money, not your position. Nothing is permanent in life. With time, it will perish. What is permanent in life? With the knowledge. With the knowledge which is permanent in life, nobody can steal. Nobody can cut it. Nobody can burn it. Nobody can hide it. And teacher is the one who gives knowledge every year. And the teacher goes on expanding. Teacher, you are the teacher of the world. So, I study teacher because they make the life so rich.
From Preeti ma'am, please.
Preeti madam, what do you teach in the class? I realized so. Because the whole fire like this. Tell me madam. No, I will tell you. Whatever said, you can do artificial intelligence, you can create a story, but you can't create emotions. When a mother gives a child with an emotion, when she can't do artificial intelligence. When a child does well, the mother is with an emotion. When child doesn't do well, the mother is sad, it's an emotion. Emotion cannot be replaced with artificial. So I always believe from Kalidasa to whosoever is there, it is an expression of emotion, rightly, or creative expression, something I believe. What do you teach? They have physical life. General. What kind?
After.
No, different. Because the education teacher is hardest. Yes, very difficult. Very difficult. My students were very well about at one time. I take them for a movie, get them over well. Let's see a movie then. Yes, ma'am. I will find. How if you don't buy, how will I get this here?
So, how much are you keeping aside for books even now?
Time or money?
Money.
Money is not a problem. God is life and everything. Okay? When I was young,
I'm following your footsteps, ma'am.
I will tell you, when I was young, there is a very funny story. This is also both of us at a smaller job. And we decided to spend every month 350 on books. Okay? So out of that 150 was mine, people. The first month we went, he said, I will buy this one. I said, okay, you bought something. Next month we went, he said, I have some conference, I have to leave it, so I will buy. Third month I realized, every month we have like this. So I said, no, let us buy 150, 150, sharing with carry. So that time I used to fight for the amount of money. Now God is kind. Now I will fight for the time, not for the money. Okay? But I do relate it. I do relate it. Otherwise I can't speak. I can't speak.